Alright, so I still think you should stick around. We got some really cool, pretty neat, interesting stuff to showcase in this video. And I know you're probably a little upset that I clickbaited you and I trolled you, but you gotta understand, I got zero clout, y'all. I'm just trying to showcase what I'm doing. I get it. This custom is probably not the best custom in the entire world. Even I'm looking at the footage like, ooh, some touching up there. I could have done a little bit better. Anyways, this cost me $13, y'all. I did this a long time ago. There's some footage that's pretty old at this point. Before Hasbro ever showed off the little shoe. Before CT Toys was even CT Toys. It was just this and 99 out. I got this for... And then I kind of fell into the Deadpool loophole. And I don't know. I've just been having a lot of fun with the Deadpool verse. So I just kind of threw this to the side. But I want to show you guys how to do this because it's really pretty easy and super cheap. So you want to get that CT Toys Miles Morales, y'all. I get it, but I was hearing rumors on the streets that this thing was actually good and $13. What? Before Hasbro even put the idea out that they are gonna be doing it. I'm not sitting around waiting for Hasbro. I'm gonna do this for $13. I see a little hair on there. Anyways, you gotta go in here and you gotta sand off all the textures of that suit. Okay? That's the biggest problem with this thing. You gotta sand all that texture off layer after layer. You want to go in sand, sculpt it, sand, sculpt it. It's not that big of a problem. I'm making it seem like it's out of this world complicated, but you just want to go in there and sand the textures off. It's not hard. This is where I add a little bit of height difference. Okay, so that Miles is a little bit super tall and lanky. This is Spider Boy. We want him to be short. We want him to be super small. So we're gonna go in here and shrink down the legs and the wrist a little bit just to give him a few more inches and make him a little bit more proportionate. You never even noticed, did you? No, because it just blends in there perfect. But if you stand him next to the Spider-Verse collection, now he's a tiny fella. You know, just taking off a little, that I don't even know if that's quite an inch, to be honest, but all of that stuff is really gonna add up. All right, so you want to go in here. I did a little gesture there. I don't know what the heck that's about, to be honest. You want to go in here and pretty much insert a place for the joints to go. Dremel up in there a little bit. Give you a nice little socket for the joint to go in there. And then you're in business. Boom, onto the accessories. Not really accessories because the shoes are a part of it. But what we do with the shoes here, I had some leftover Sonic feet. And this is exactly how I knew Hasbro was going to release Spider-Boy from the tees, because obviously I just worked on this boot. I knew exactly what it was. But sculpted the boots. Sculpted the backpack spider thing. Gets a little interesting here because we're gonna cut the feet a little bit and kind of make our own homemade joints and kind of just make our own little rocker, ankle rocker type thing here with the big old boot. And man, the proportions on this thing are just so cool, man. The size of the outrageous boots with the shiny metallic blues and the shiny metallic gold eyes, and it really brings it all together. The suit doesn't really look too metallic in the footage that I got. In person though, it looks really good, bro. It looks really good, and I just don't know how to use my camera, honestly. I don't know how to make my camera that good of quality to pick up on some of the real life details, but you can kind of see it's a little bit shimmery in the paint. Anyways, what I'm saying here is a little bit of thinking outside the box. I don't want to talk my shit, but I'm gonna have to. Hasbro releases theirs, it's gonna cost you $26, $27. Promise you, it's not gonna move like this. I promise you, it's not gonna look this cool. No offense to Hasbro, and I do need to touch this up a little bit. You know, I'm not really 100% satisfied with the paint job. I want to make it a little bit more just crispier. But when it's up on the shelf, you don't even notice stuff like that. It's just another Spider-Verse character. And that's what I'm going for. I'm not a photographer. Obviously, you can see I don't even know how to stabilize my camera. I wish I did, but I don't have time, and I don't have the balls to go up in Discords to ask people how to use my camera. Anyways, $13 later, y'all. You can sit around and wait a year and pay $27, or you could pay $13 and make them yourself. And honestly, the Legends one's not gonna move like this. It's not gonna be as smooth as this. We'll see. I don't wanna jinx it, pre-talk crazy, because we don't know. We haven't seen it yet. I kind of already know the way things are leaning. I can just tell that the plastic quality is probably, it's gonna be gummy. It's not gonna. Anyways, I'm talking too much. It's a really simple custom though, honestly. If it wasn't for having to retexture the entire body, it would just be a simple paint job. Now, I know you're thinking, he's got those little socks that are cool. Now, in a lot of the comic like references and stuff, you won't see him have the socks poking out. A few panels you will though. Okay, there'll be a little bit of white. And so I kind of took a lot of liberty there, and because it was just kind of rubbing up against the big boot, it was just kind of rubbing the paint off. So I just kind of took a little liberty there, added a little bit of socks poking out to kind of protect from the paint rub on it. And honestly, I think it brings it together a lot. I mean, it makes sense. He's got these ginormous boots. He should have some socks on to protect from the boots. But anyways, just another random video. We're out here making cool stuff. CT Toys, holler at me. We could make things go up, brother. We could make them go up. CT, let's go. Anyways, check out the channel, man, because we're doing crazy stuff over here. I might not got it all together like other channels, but I'm not just making videos for no reason. Okay, check out the channel. I hope you found this video entertaining. Hope you found it informative. Stay hydrated, eat your fruits and vegetables. Whoop whoop.